and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Grumpy Vlogger Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Grumpy Vlogger Live. Let me bring my chat up here real quick so I can see it. Got to keep track of who all's in there. I had to expand the size of my chat window, or actually, I had to magnify it because since my operation, I don't see as well from that far out now. But anyways, welcome to another week of Grumpy Vlogger. Don't know if you guys have noticed, but I'm back to vlogging again. Yes, I am. I got in 5 vlogs last week, and I already had today's in, and I've got the others ready for the week. Anyways, let me bring in my absolute favorite co-host. And I'm hearing from other people how much having him on here. Although I do miss having Mel, but I sure enjoy this young man here, and let's just bring him on in. And hey, Art, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. Just uploaded a new video for all the members. They get their first look at it. So if you're a member to Artco Drone Solutions, you'll be seeing my newest video where I flew the Avada at a drive-in theater.
Oh, sweet. We will talk a little bit more at length. I don't know if Jim Beauchart, who is waiting in the green room, if he has any of his liquor available, but we will be talking about the Avada tonight, just a little bit,
Awesome.
And I'll explain that in a minute, but let's go ahead. I'm going to go by order in which everybody showed up, although Jim was here before you, Art, but you are my regular co-host. So let's bring in guest number 1, Mr. Jim Beauchart. Hey.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Oh my God.
I am wearing affectionately what's known as the Monday shirt.
The Monday shirt, yeah.
Yep. Well,
flying
South Florida drone meetup.
Oh,
right, yeah.
Yeah, you.
So, anyways, let's just go ahead and jump in and bring our foreign correspondent.
Yes.
And
I come from a land down under.
Okay, now I got a question. You're at home in your studio tonight?
No, I'm at the food court again.
Oh, okay. All right. I was going to say, you look like you're in this home studio, and I'm used to seeing you in a car. So
yeah, I thought I'd make it a little bit more professional today, and get to the food court that I usually do. The hangar talk with Uncle Bill.
You say booze court?
Food.
Oh, okay.
It's
food court.
Yeah, turn your hearing aids up, Art. So, anyways, let's just jump right into it. The reason I mentioned the Avada is because the last drone I bought was the Mavic Air, the original. And other than the FPV, this Rotor Riot CL1 FPV is built and tuned by them. But I don't have my controller now because my son had a fixed wing and he couldn't get his to. He got the Tyrannus TX7, whatever it was. Anyways, the 7, and he couldn't get it to hook up. But mine had the module on the back so that it actually logged. So he borrowed it and it never came back. So I showed one of Billy Kyle's videos. I showed Ken Heron's videos and somebody else's videos of the Avada. And I think I showed her one of yours, and you were using that.
Right.
And she says, I think I could fly that. I said, really? I said, you probably could. She said, that looks like that would be fun. I said, she did Flight Simulator with me for a little while. So she's used to that type of maneuvering for controlling the, using the joystick like that. And hey, Jaybird, how you doing?
Hey, Jaybird.
Hey, Jaybird.
And anyways, so I told her last night, and I said, I've got money sitting on Best Buy. I've got a whole bunch of coupons that are fixing to expire. She says, if you're going to do it, just do it.
Oh, you got the okay.
Ooh, awesome.
I bought it last night. It will be here tomorrow. It was actually supposed to be here Wednesday, but with all my discounts I get at Best Buy and stuff. Anyways, long story short, I had them delivered a day early for an extra $20 or $25 because on Wednesday it has to have a signature. That was the first thing I noticed. So I went ahead and paid the extra, have it, so it'll be here tomorrow because she had an appointment today, which I'll have a vlog about that. And then she has another one on Wednesday, and we'll be up there when UPS comes by here, and I don't want to get sent back up and have to, do all that crap. So
There you go.
and they didn't have any in the store. I could have it delivered to the store and pick it up on the 7th of October. Or I could get it on the 4th of October at my house. So I just paid a little, and got the 1 day, 2 day delivery thing.
And have it lost on the 5th.
Yeah, it'll be lost by the 5th, yeah. So, but anyways, I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger.
It's up on the roof again.
I got a son and a ladder, so I can send either one. I got 2 boys and a ladder. They can get up there and get it. 4 or 5 years ago, I might have got up there and got it, but I won't do it now. I just, I barely, I think I get a nosebleed when I'm up on a step ladder now. It's just I'm not a fan of, getting up any higher. Yeah. So hey, let me go ahead and let's go ahead and start welcoming everybody. We got a bunch of people here tonight. We got Grant, Mr. Stay Drunk, of course, Dominic, Jody, Drone Shots is here. Joe Blaylock, welcome. Art, you're here. And let's see. Steve and Drones, welcome. And let's see who else.
Steve Blue.
Yeah, I do. He's been coming here on a pretty regular basis. Let's see, wait a minute. I gotta be careful. You notice they put moderator all the way at the bottom of that list?
Yeah.
Timeout, report them, pin, it's just, no.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go. Now he is blue. So, let's see. Artco, Drone Rob.
Little short.
Drone Rob is here.
Yeah, Drone Rob.
Okay.
Okie Tom.
Trevor is here. Yeah, Okie Tom. Mudball, Don is here.
Mudball. And
have I missed? Okay. Oh, you're ahead of me. Okie Tom. Yeah. Okay. I see that. Yeah. That's somebody I think I can trust. And we'll make Little Sharp Sharp a moderator. Okay. And
don't do that. It'll go to his head.
Yeah. Well, you know how it is.
Yeah, he might play some music.
Why is he not? He's been here for a long time. I don't hand out moderators to just anybody and everybody after they've been here for a while, but Okie Tom has been around for a long time. He's one of the 4 or 5 Okies of us that hang out in other places, and he's real regular. And, USA Captain Joe America. And 107 Drones. All right, we got a bunch of drone people in here tonight. Barkley, yes.
Barkley.
Yeah. He's not Berkeley, he's Barkley. I saw a whole discussion. Somebody misspelled his name in, I don't know, remember which chat it was. It might have been Ken Heron show on Thursday night. And they had this whole dialogue back about his name. And just so you guys know, I don't remember everybody's name. What I do is I have a phone here, and whenever I'm in a chat and somebody calls so-and-so by their first name, I open up my text, and under drone channels, I open that up and I type in their username and their real name but unfortunately tonight I'm using the phone to monitor Judy because
and plus his co-host will remind him once in a while.
Yeah, usually Art. That's why I like having Art here because he does remind me of that stuff. But
he's on the ball, that Art.
Yes. In case anybody's wondering, I am drinking Milo's famous sweet tea. They're not a sponsor, but made since 1946. Boy, this is some really old tea. Well, family made since 1946. Still, that's pretty old tea. It's made in 1946.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it. My next thing is, and I've been talking about this whenever I talk about it, I'm going to see if I can come up with a design, a rough cut of a design, and then maybe have somebody who's really good at 3D printing to make a mount, set that thing in so that people like Mike Roche or other people that are in a wheelchair, or people who can't stand up and fly with their goggles on, they want to sit, they can sit in their lounge chair or their folding chair, and you can mount this, and it'll be just like a joystick.
Yeah, we'll
And
call it the Beauchart handle.
The Beauchart handle. There you go.
What?
Well, it's a joystick, so you take that for what it's worth.
Oh, hello, kettle. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
blind.
yeah.
This is hard.
Yeah.
Hey,
You guys got to quit making me laugh, because when you make me laugh and smile, then I show my hillbilly smile, and I'm trying to, I'm growing a mustache slowly but surely.
yeah.
And
Is that what
when
you call it?
No, it's just I didn't wash it. No, actually, it takes me forever to wash. Okay, bite me. All right, I put an R in there. Australians don't use all the R's, so somebody has to make up for it. There's too many R's floating around in space because the Aussies don't know how to use a friggin' R.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where
you don't have an L in
Mark is a Spock.
Don't have a solder. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Solder.
Yeah. So,
well, you guys use the L's that we waste. I use the R's that you waste. So we're it kind of keeps the alphabet balanced around the world.
Yeah.
That's my theory, and I'm sticking with it.
They say Peyton.
Peyton,
who used to play for the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah. First time I heard Peyton leather shoes, I thought, what the hell? Oh, patent leather shoes. Those of us that were in the service, we had to spit and shine our dress shoes, all our boots, everything. Man, I was so glad when I finally got to the point where I could wear the patent leather shoes instead of the having to polish those things, because I was never any good at polishing my boots. Of course, I spent most of my time on flight line, so once I got out in the field, I didn't have to worry about it because I worked on the late shift, on the midnight shift, so no officers hanging around, no upper class. The officers that did hang around were a bunch of animals like us, so we got by with pretty well what we wanted to. The NCOs, they didn't care because they were going to take a nap while we were out working, and supervisors, I should say, because we had NCOs that worked on line too. But yeah, so that was a nice thing. And of course, back in the 70s, a lot of us grew our hair really, really long, and then we just kept it clean right here, and then tucked it up under our hat, under our stocking cap or a watch hat. Pull it down. Nobody knew the difference until we got a new commander, and he decided he wanted to start doing inspections first thing in the morning between third shift and first shift, which we had a 30-minute layover for that 30 minutes. He started requiring us to come in and stand inspection about once a month with our hats off. So a lot of us had to run and get haircuts, but anyways, yeah, we got busted. He knew it. He was just, he was a nice guy. He was a really good commander, and he just liked, yanking our chains every so often, just to remind us he was still in charge. He was the new guy. I only remember the one commander and he was there shorter. The first commander I had there, I don't remember him at all, but I remember the colonel, and he actually paid me $10 before I got out of the Air Force, because my hair was long, and like I said, I worked the animal shift, the midnight to 7:30, 8 o'clock shift, and he knew, and I barely passed inspection. I was an animal. We were animals on the night shift. That's what we called ourselves, the animals, and that's where they put all of us that were grungy and raggedy and didn't really care. We were good at what we did, but we preferred to get our job done, go home, didn't care outside, So my hair had gotten pretty long, and I'd kept it under my watch cap, and he finally called me in his office one morning, and this was I had a week and a half or 2 weeks before I got out. He says, listen, you need a haircut. And he says, I'm never going to get to tell you to get a haircut again after this. He says, so what I want you to do, he says, why don't you go over to the barber right now? And he says, I want you to get it cut high and tight. Get it shaved if you have to. Well, all right, but I don't have the $1.25 it costs for the haircut. Because it's on base, It's also 19 70 something, 1980. Must have been 80. Must have been 1980 when I got out. So, anyways, so he says, "Tell you what, if you get your head shaved, I'll give you $10." Well, 1979 and 80, that was good money.
That's a lot of money.
That'd buy, because I could get drinks for $1.25. That'd get me drunk for the night. So I figured, yeah, that'll work. That's a good night out. And so I went over there. I come walking back, and I got my. Yeah, well, I come walking back in. I still had my watch hat on. I said, "You didn't get your hair cut." I said, "You owe me $10." I pulled my watch hat off, and I had it shaved. And so he gave me the $10 and also paid for my haircut. Gave me another $1.25 to pay for the haircut. Well, he'd given me the $1.25 to go get the haircut, and then he gave me the $10 when I got back. So, I made out good getting my. Yeah. So.
Dominic's haircut cost $1.25 too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's Dominic sitting there with his headset on, no hat on. Here I am. I'm wearing a hat, and I've got a full head of hair. People assume it's just my hair is curly, and I hate to comb it, brush it, all that.
When I had hair, now it's all no, sorry, it's I've spoilt the joke now.
Welcome, Bill.
It's all beach, not waves anymore. I used to have long hair, and I look like Tiny Tim.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Keep your day job, Art.
And
Wait
Jim
a minute.
is like,
you got a day?
Who the hell is that guy? Anywho.
Yeah, Jim. Jim, do you know who Tiny Tim is?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're old enough to know who Tiny Tim is.
Yeah, I remember seeing him Ed Sullivan show.
Yeah. He actually died on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just he knew his heart was failing. They told him not to go out if he stayed and taking care of himself, but they were putting some benefit was put together on his behalf, and he felt he owed it to his audience. He went out there and he keeled over and was dead. That was it. He died doing what he wanted to. That was pretty much it. Yeah, sort of like this show is tonight, dying. But anyway. Yeah, as I cough up. Anyways, welcome, Bill from Coast to Coast Drones, and I noticed Chris just from Sunrise Water Media just dropped in. You know who Tiny Tim is only because I've heard that song being used in a horror movie. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Chris is a young'un. He's we talk about certain genres of music. He's not gonna know who the hell they are.
Horror movie. What was it? Art's Home Movies?
Yeah, probably.
Jim, what age bracket do you fit in? You're in the 50s, right?
I'm 59.
40s?
I'll be
59.
Oh, 60 in February. So
he's almost a boomer. He's not quite a boomer, but almost. He's like at the tail end, probably.
He's sort of like he's the wet dream of the boomers, just slid in there at the last, like, oh, look, it's still working, let's go, Ma. And there he was. And Dominic, how old are you?
Was the cutoff.
I'm 54.
You're 54, okay. I thought you were in your 50s. Oh. Actually, I think, no, my cousin who is 2 or 3 years younger than me, she was part of the baby boomers because in hers it was one of those things. It's still working, Ma. Let's try. And it was a surprise to my uncle and aunt because they'd given up. They'd given up having kids. About 8 or 9 years before that. So it's like, oh, where did this one? What? Yeah, my aunt was.
And just look at the chat. There is
naked drones. Okay.
You know who that is?
Addie?
Jim.
Is that Addie?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Oh.
Can I
hello. Addie?
Send her the link if she would like to come in. Absolutely.
Okay. I will send her a link.
I don't know if she would want to come in on this particular show, but she's welcome. I mean,
the title says it all.
And Ray Kelly, well, welcome, Captain. And Mark R. White, 63. So, and Stephen Drones is all kids, 71. Yeah.
Wow. Yep, that's a boomer. Yep.
Yep.
My sister was the.
Jim's a late boomer. That's what Don said. Jim's a late boomer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always late.
Well, you know, when my dad had me, he was 43 years old, and when I turned 40, I went over to him. He was in a nursing home by then. It was just he died later that year. But I sat down with him. He said, "I didn't get you anything for your birthday." So I said, "That's okay. I don't expect you to get me anything. I just want to spend some time with you here having dinner." I said, "I just turned 40, Dad," and I said, "You had me when you were 43." I said, "I got one question." He goes, "Well, what is that, son?" I said, "What in the hell were you thinking having a kid at 43? And now my youngest son, my son from my first marriage, it's a long story, but anyways, he is the youngest. Anyways, he's the youngest of the clan, I should say, and he's the one who actually did the Grumpy Vlogger theme song that I play occasionally, and or that I used to use. But he Brad Olson, welcome.
Brad Olson. Maddie.
Oh, Maddie from oh wow. Yeah.
Susan Lee.
Susan Lee. Wow. Man, I think this may be the most I've ever had. I can't not even sure how many I have here right now, but awesome. Where do you find that at on
25. You're up to 25.
Oh, there it is, right there in front of my. There's a little eye there in front of my eyes, and next to it is a 25. That must mean okay, 25. That's getting up there. Welcome, Maddie and Susan Lee and Brad. So yeah, we
Mike B just popped in.
Oh, Mike B. Wow. There must not be anything good on television tonight. It's the only thing I can think of.
Probably because Adrian's not doing a show.
Oh, well, that could be true too. You sent Addie a link. Well, she would be more than welcome. And welcome, Addie. If you choose to come in here at your own risk. Okay.
Hi, Max.
Oh, Max is here. Yeah, hey, Max.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, I'm missing Max Airport 20.
Gene.
Wow. Yeah. I feel blessed. I mentioned that I was getting I'd mentioned in the chat a couple of times that I was
that you were
Oh, did my dad tell me about the brother? Yeah, no, he didn't. I was mentioning a couple places that in the chat that actually I mentioned it last night in the show you were on last night, Jim and Dominic. My mind just went blank.
Uncle Bill.
Uncle Bill's toy.
Yeah.
All I could think of was Ronan, however you say his last name. Hell, I couldn't even get that right.
Ronan.
Yeah, okay.
Romaine.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I'd mentioned that mine would be here on Tuesday, and so I mentioned that. Now all of a sudden, I got all sorts of people showing up looking at drones.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have it yet, but it will be here tomorrow. I got the notice that it was being delivered tomorrow, and I will get some video out for that maybe later this week.
Awesome.
You never know.
One more sleep, it's like Christmas.
Yeah.
It is. The good thing is I was up very late, watching Uncle Bill's show last night, and then Judy couldn't go to sleep, and she needed to be sleep deprived so she could go do this EEG today. They didn't tell me that she couldn't sleep at all, but I figured she only got 4 hours sleep. That was pretty sleep deprived because that's all I got. Yeah. We had to get up early and drive to Tulsa, but she was in so much pain, and they did something when they laid her down on the table, and it just gave her excruciating headache. So they didn't get to do the sleep side of it, but they found out her brain's still there. So I guess that's something.
I didn't show up because I was at a football party at Rick Instrum's. So I came in late, and it was after 8 o'clock when I got in. I was just so wiped out from all the whiskey and coke.
Right. Hello, Ron.
I go, it's time to go to bed. I gotta get up early in the morning. I gotta go to work.
Yeah. So did you go to work? So you're working a regular job now, right? You got to. I mean,
Yes,
you're going
I
back
am.
to work, right? I thought you. Yeah.
Oh,
I
and
remember.
you heard about Jeff Sills, didn't you?
I did. I saw. I was actually
Yeah.
looking on the phone about the time it popped up. That just sucked.
Yeah.
What happened?
He's
No, Ron
unemployed
is
now,
not at
Ron.
it. Yeah.
Yep.
I've sent her the link. I'm just waiting for her to get on.
Okay.
What happened to Jeff?
He lost his
He's
job.
unemployed now.
He got laid off or
Oh,
whatever,
shit.
and he went through hell trying to get that job. You
Yep.
know. And but hey, good thing is according to the government, we are not in a recession.
No. No, we're in
Yeah.
a depression.
Yeah, that's
Biden.
well. Yeah, we went straight from we skipped it. You know, why have a
Yeah.
recession when you can have a good American
Yeah.
old-fashioned worldwide depression? You know.
Mm-hmm.
How you doing, Mr. Ron? How you doing?
Busier than a one-armed monkey in a tree climbing contest. So, no, I'm working two full-time jobs right now, and it's taking its toll a little bit.
So what well, you're doing the guide work, right?
Yeah.
And still doing so that's between that and your air ambulance stuff. That's yep. Have you gotten have they taken out anything big out of there in any of your hunts so far?
Yeah. Shoot. Got one big whitetail, one antelope. Got a 2,200-pound bison last week.
Ooh.
And going on an antelope hunt tomorrow. I have 2 more antelope hunts this month, another buffalo hunt, and then in November I have 3 whitetail hunts, 2 mule deer hunts, and whatever else he throws in.
When did they start the bison hunt? It's got to be on a tag, I'm sure, or a draw, right? A lottery.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Like there's actually a ranch in Wyoming called the Durham Ranch. It's actually the largest free range buffalo ranch in the nation.
Okay.
And 53,000 acres of property. It's huge. But we went there. I took my disabled friend with me, or I took him on the hunt, me and one other guide. And it was a different experience. You know, it's not what everybody thinks. You just drive up the one and boom.
Yeah.
They've been shot at. So they're like, they see a truck, like, oh, see ya.
Yeah.
And the mountainous terrain that we got to climb around and drive through, and it's a little sketchy, but it's been good. The Alaska fishing trip, I was back in September last month.
Yeah.
This has been the hardest, most I call it writer's block video I've ever done.
Yeah.
I'm having a tough time getting all the clips to fit to the music. The guys wanted me to use the same music that I've used the previous 2 years.
Right.
Oh, and I wanted to too, but I'm about 75-80% of the way done. So I think I have enough stuff here. I may finish it tonight. So we'll try.
Cool. Yeah.
But
yeah.
Other than that, life's status quo.
Yep. In other words, you're hard at it as usual.
As usual.
Yeah. So
because
you have maybe 2 slow months out of the year that you're either not doing fish guide or hunting guide, right? You know, just
like
in between.
December, January, kind of slow.
Yeah.
I think
what is the
Thursday, I'm just taking the hunter out one day tomorrow. There's a particular antelope he's looking for, and I don't know if I found him today, but he was on the neighbor's property. So, but Thursday I have off, and I'm actually going to grab my drones, my cameras, and I'm going to drive an hour west and go up into the Bighorn Mountains up to 10,000 feet and look for moose.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rubber on my hat.
Yep. Bullwinkle.
Yep. Yep. Watch
I
out
didn't
for
know
flying
Moose
squirrels.
could fly, let alone at 10,000 feet level.
Yeah, they like the high elevation, especially if it's being that it's still kind of warm here. They don't like the hot weather, and you got to get
Right.
there early in the morning. Much past 9-10 o'clock in the morning, unless you're real deep in the woods, you're not going to find them. Usually, probably
Right.
past 8-9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, they just don't. They're very timid. But
Yeah.
last time I was up there, I was in the woods heading in at 5:30 in the morning, and I actually found 13 by noon. So
Really? Wow.
yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and I'm just going for photography reasons. That's it. So I want the fall colors are turning up there, and I'm hoping to get a really nice big bull.
Right.
Nice photo with the fall colors in the background, and that's my whole purpose.
Are your colors looking pretty good this year?
They actually are. I was just commenting to my friend yesterday. I said, "Man, look at the colors this year. They're very vibrant. You know, and normally you don't have that when you have a real dry summer."
Yeah, that's.
And we had a dry summer, but the colors are really, really good.
The first part of our summer, I mean, we were running in the 70s and 80s all the way through till the middle of July. But it's like once we hit the middle of July, we hit 100 degrees, and it was like that for a month and a half straight. So, and we haven't had any rain since. It's like somebody just went and like turned up the temperature, and it just got because we had the beginning of summer was real wet here in Oklahoma, but then it just, it turned off. It went from cool, wet temperatures to, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have going to be the best looking person on this panel, I guarantee you.
Dom said I should come on.
Hey.
Well, hello.
Addie.
Welcome to the show. Hello, Addie. I've heard about you, but I've never met you.
On,
And,
Eddie.
I got to agree with you.
Yeah. Well, better looking than the rest of these clowns in here, including myself. Just up the level of my show just shot up. I mean, the quality of it, it just, it doesn't matter how good a camera I have or how good a mic. It doesn't matter. Just having her in this show just improved. I should start. My subscriber count should start going up too.
Yeah, there you go.
Good.
Anyways, don't mean to embarrass you.
Glad to help.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. I guarantee I need all the help I can get, especially with this crew. So how is it Dominic? I missed out on that part of the. So I want to hear this. I saw last night. I saw Dominic. I saw Dominic in his. Well, everybody's calling it a pimp shirt, and I don't know what else it was, but I want to know how Dominic. Not from your side of the story, not from the rest of these clowns. You're not going to answer, are you?
Is it a PG
Met him in
show?
a club. Is it a PG show?
Is it a PG show, or can we?
Oh hell no. That's. Are you kidding me? No. I'm the grumpy vlogger. I mean, I say what I want. Yeah, it's my show. No, you say whatever you want.
We'd always talk at the bar in a strip club where I worked.
Oh, okay. Well,
and been friends since.
Considering Dominic's age, I can understand why you guys just talked. But that's that was not meant towards you. That was meant towards Dominic. I want you to know right now. If my wife sees this in playback, she'll kick for being rude to a lady.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's okay.
Yeah, well,
I'm Australian. All we do is swear and everything.
Oh well, so she doesn't have a filter anyways, and she uses. Well, we've got a really good friend who's in the chat. I think he is. I don't know, or he may have fallen asleep. He lives in Adelaide, and we've known him for 23 years, and we talk all the time. So, and we game together. Did online gaming with him. So, she had to put up with all of us guys and all those Aussies that we knew, and so her, she has no filter either. So, yeah, but Well, I'm glad to know that Dominic's getting out socializing a little bit.
I'm really glad he's doing the streams. He's enjoying them. He always sends me the links to them, and I listen
Grant
to them.
is still here.
Yep. Oh, good. Grant's here.
So, well, I really do appreciate you coming. What, Ron, you still here? Ron's staring at the screen. I can see right now. He's just sitting there looking at the screen.
Oh, I'm looking at the chat here.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're looking at the chat. So yeah. Well, I was going to say, have I had Alexis on our show, Art?
I
can't remember.
I think this is the first. Yeah. This is the first lady we've had on our show. Wow.
Yeah, I think so.
Alexis
well,
was really nice.
Than Jim.
She was in the last stream I did.
Yeah, Alexis is a character. Yeah. I've been on I saw that, Jim. I've been on a couple of shows with Alexis, and she's a character.
Yeah.
She's a good old Texas dame, and that's her and Judy would probably. I don't want her and Judy to meet because then I'd probably pay hell for it. But because I don't need anybody meeting my wife because they'll give her ideas, and she already gives me enough crap. I don't need anybody to help. If you can't me, don't hurt me. If you can't help me, don't hurt me. Is what I always say.
Yeah.
But so I know it's impolite, but are you in your 20s or 30s?
20s, 25.
Oh my God, I got great grandkids your age. Well, no, not great grandkids. I got grandkids your. Of course, I think I was talking about this on my show the other day. I think the last I counted, I've got 23 grandkids that go from 36, 34 to 3. So, and then I've got great grandkids. I think I've got a great grandson that's 11 years old now. So, and I got too many. We got 11 great grandkids and 20, like I said, 23. I don't know. I don't even know their names. I just part of them. I just give them. Is that which one you talk about? Number 1 or 5 or 10? Which one? I couldn't remember their names anyways, even if I did. Yeah. So
we once had 4 generations in a room. There are a lot of
GDS. Welcome. All right. So. I have. If you guys are wondering where you're hearing TV, it's my phone. I have a monitor in there so I can keep an eye on my wife in case she needs me. So, for anybody who's not familiar with this show, sometimes I have to leave this guy in charge while I go and take care of her. But yeah. Well, it's an absolute pleasure. I may need to reword that because the way Jim said that. Anyway. Yeah.
What did I say now?
Well, you started laughing when I said I need to go take care of my wife. It's like, no, keep her from falling on the floor or something.
That pillow?
Yeah.
Yes. Chuck, we have girls on the show. A girl. I don't know about girls, but we have a girl. I don't know. Some of these guys I worry about, but
only one of us wears makeup.
That's true. Only one of us dresses up and wears makeup.
Yeah.
So that's okay.
Yeah. So right. Yeah.
Good look good.
Yeah. Well, he likes to sing. I feel pretty. I feel pretty.
Funny story with that, Lloyd. I had a interesting encounter about a week or so ago.
Oh.
I've been in the medical field a long time, and I've never heard of this. I had a hunter come from Pennsylvania, and normally I ask this question the night before I take him out hunting the day after. I say, hey, do you have any medical problems? And I forgot to ask. So, but I remember the morning of. It's 4:30 in the morning. It's dark. We're going out to set up, before daylight. He said, Scott, by the way, I said, I've got to ask you. This turned out really funny. I said, do you have any medical problems that I need to know about? So I engaged myself not overtaxing you or whatever today.
Right.
And he said, well, Ron, he said, the worst thing I got, he said, I got a history of prostate cancer. Said, okay. He said, the thing about it is, he said, I'm really angry. He said, I had chemotherapy and radiation. He said, and then they tried this treatment on me, and I've never heard of this. He said, they shot me up with all these female hormones. He said, Ron, I'm half a girl. I'm like, excuse me? So I'm driving down the road in the dark. So I said, okay, continue. And he says, well, gaining weight. I'm having mood swings. I'm having hot flashes. And I said, listen. So I tried a little reverse comedy on him. And I said, listen, I said, if you cry when you shoot that deer, that's it. We're done. So,
yeah.
I've never heard of that. So,
well, our doctor had, well, he had prostate cancer as well. And they had to end up giving him hormones, female hormone shots.
Had the same
it was so advanced that it helps keep. Well, the prostate has a thing called, well, you know, PSA. It's where your PSA count, and that's the male part of the male stuff that works when it works. Anyways, they try and when it works. But anyways, I don't remember. But forgot we're in a mixed audience here, guys. Whoops.
Sounds like a hard subject for you to talk about.
Yeah. Anyways, our doctor went through this, and he says they're giving him hormone shots. He says, to be honest with you, if it's a choice between dying and me having to go down and pick out a new dress, he says, I'm all for dresses. And he was like stage 4 at the highest level when they discovered his, and he's coming up on, well, 2007. He's been in remission. He has to go back in occasionally, but you know, they gave him female hormones. He says, I can wear a dress at the house. He says, I won't wear one at work, but if I have to wear a dress at the house, he says, that's fine. You know, like,
as long as he's not wearing pearls with him.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'd heard of that. I forgot that because it regulates the PSA, which is what causes the prostate cancer to develop if it gets too high. Well, so anyways, moving right along to something much more interesting. Anybody got anything more interesting?
Yeah, that topic's the shits.
Well, that's nothing about the time I gave my girlfriend a pearl necklace.
Just don't type that into Urban Dictionary.
Oh my God! I about choked.
Apparently she.
Oh, it is. Let's see who we got. Oh, we got Chris Hope in the chat tonight. We got Ray Kelly JDS. We got Jim's Droning. Who else have I missed? Chuck and let's see. Did I miss anybody else? You know, I noticed we had. See, we're down to 23 now because of your joke, Art.
Yeah.
Hey, Art, I got a straw.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Well, there goes my show all to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah.
Oh, well. So, anyways, Art, what can you tell me about the Avada that I need to know? Or should I just watch the video?
Sunday, I went with the flight club guys, and we got to fly.
I'm going to save it, guys.
A drive-in theater.
Did it? Oh, a drive-in theater. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And the video is up, and if you're a member of Artco Drone Solutions, you'll get the first crack at watching the video before it gets released to the public.
You notice that's twice now he's mentioned that on my show.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't even done a shameless plug for my own channel, and here he is doing it for his. But that's
Well,
you're
you
going to get the
asked.
shameless plug in now.
Jeez.
Well, I asked you about the Avada. I didn't ask you to plug your damn show, your damn membership
exactly.
again. Twice, and once is okay, but I was just trying to steer the conversation to somewhere besides where it was.
Oh,
It was in the gutter.
Hey, you got to get the promotion.
Yeah,
Got to get the promotion.
yeah, that's right, Maddie. I'm all about helping others.
that's where our show had gone to with you clowns on here. So
lowbrow moments.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot I even had that sound effect. But anyways, let's see. Good job. You're not easily embarrassed, Daddy. Yes, it is. That's what somebody put in the chat. Well,
I'm not
you know what I get the biggest kick of is watch. I like watching Dominic. I can sit here and watch. I can watch him on any show because when he gets to laughing, he just about falls out of his chair. He just, I mean, he's hilarious to watch laugh. So as long as you guys keep him laughing.
Well, I think this is the first time anybody has made Jim snort on.
We'll see
I
how
laugh
that
too
goes,
hard. That
right?
happens to me. I try not to do that. Because when I laugh, I don't stop.
Oh my God! I've lost control of this show.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to be reasonable here, guys, and be nice. Oh, in case anybody wants to vote in 2024, you can go ahead and start printing out your own ballots. I will be on that ballot in 2024 as the I'm running for president of something or another. I think it's the United States. I don't know. Might be the Teamsters Union. Although I've never driven a truck, I don't know why.
Lloyd, with all the jokes I've been telling tonight, I think your campaign's pretty much a done deal.
Yeah, it is.
I'm very.
I don't know. I don't know what he. I gotta see what he put up there.
I'll vote
I
for it.
wanted. Well, I was going to see what he. Maybe I could see it here. Oh, I see what he wrote. Little. I have no competition. Go for it. All right, there we go. I was actually curious to see what Little Beauchart had put up there and retracted. So, and he put it up there and then dropped it back, and I forgot I can see it over in the chat on. Even though they take it off that chat, you can still read it in the chat over.
Yeah.
So, matter of fact, just to go to show you. See, I can even highlight it.
Addie, that's my son.
Find it?
That's my son. Did you see that?
A little
sharp, Beauchart.
Yeah, down there at the banner down there. Yeah, that is Jim's son. You know, I've never seen a picture of him though. Jim, does he look anything like you?
No, he's lucky.
Thank God.
Oh, bless your heart.
Yeah.
That's a nice thing about being from the South. If you can't, if somebody is one of those people that, well, somebody like me is toothless and a hillbilly, or they're just, they're dumb, and or they've got the ugliest baby in the world who's just looking at us, bless your heart, that covers everything. Like, God, that's the ugliest damn baby kid I ever seen. Oh, bless his heart. You can get by with everything with bless your heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Southern thing.
I'm pretty sure all babies start out ugly. They look like grumpy little old men.
Yeah, they
sort of
look like Winston.
I was going to say look like Dominic. No, I was thinking that Dominic shaved. He just looked, bald and toothless is the way we start out. Bald and toothless is how we usually end up.
No, he's got a good beard.
Yeah, well,
for a while.
He can do this wisely.
Yeah.
Something to grab onto, like a ponytail.
Easy, Jim.
Weren't we discussing man buns last week?
Yeah, we were. We were talking about man buns last week. Yeah, because because
which is that, the birthday tribute
on that
was
video.
that
Yeah,
man
that,
bun.
yeah. Well, I used to when I first started vlogging and I was doing all this, I used to just drive around town and complain about anything that just whatever ticked me off, which is what I'm still doing. But
Yeah.
I had certain pet peeves, like people that don't put the damn shopping carts up. You know, and I mean, it's 5 foot to the damn cart corral. Just put it in there. What the hell is your problem, you lazy whatever? And man buns. My grandson had a man bun, and I told him, and that was part of that clip where it came from. I told him if he ever wore it in my house, I was going to cut it off. He wore it one time, and I hate man buns. They make no sense to me. What's manly about a bun?
Don't come to Melbourne. It's full of hipsters.
Yeah. Man buns.
Man buns, yeah, I know. Well, now let me put this little caveat. For those of you that might watch WWE, yes, I know it's fake, but I occasionally tune in. There's guys like Roman Reigns, who has a man bun, but he's got triceps as big around as my waist, and I'll be damned if I'm going to tell him he's a sissy to his face. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, what's the new one called? That a bunch of wrestlers moved to?
Well, there's AEW. Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah,
My sister
AEW.
and I were watching because we used to really like CM Punk, and he had this.
Right.
He had this,
Wow, she knows who CM Punk is.
He had this massive, fist fight with people. It was it was insane. And his dog was involved. Like his dog ran around the ring, and it took 20 people to catch him.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, what he put up
Mudball's
there.
come up with a good one there.
Hey,
I like
you should
Mudball's
roll.
comment.
Call it a dinner roll.
You're in a bun and call it a dinner roll. Yeah. And welcome, Tammy Jean, to the...
hey, Tammy.
Yeah, Tammy Jean.
To our... We can't call it a sausage fest this week, guys. We got some real class in the room.
Yep.
And no, Ron, I'm not talking about you.
Last time
my God.
You were eating a sausage roll.
Yeah. It's a sausage roll, not a burrito.
Have you and Art got it timed so that when you see me take a drink, you guys crack a joke? Is that?
Yeah. We're trying to time it perfectly.
Well, just a word of warning. I actually was on a show and somebody cracked a joke about the time I took a drink. I choked and I passed out and hit the floor. 6 guys on the friggin' panel, and not one of them. Where's Lloyd? What's Lloyd doing? Not one of them was concerned. I come back. I wake up on the floor, still coughing and hacking. I finally cleared my lungs, get enough air in it. I picked my chair back up and set it up, and what happened? Never mind. I'm alive now. I didn't die, thank God. Because I did. I blacked completely. I choked up. I got choked, and I completely blacked out. Oh, Ron, were you on that show?
No, I missed it, but I heard about it right after.
Yeah.
Oh, that wouldn't have been.
What's his name?
Claude. Claude. Yeah, it was on Claude's show. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And I can't remember who it was that cracked me up. I think it might have been, I think Rodney Bell was on there, and it might have been him that popped off something that cracked me up, and it was just but, yeah, and Claude shows up every so often. He's actually showed up on my show a few times.
Okay.
And, still, so, wow, guys, we've been at it almost an hour. So.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever laughed so hard that I passed out.
Well, it wasn't the laughing so hard. It was the swallowing. It was the swallowing. My coffee went down the wrong pipe, and I choked on it. Yeah, I've never laughed so hard. Well, that's what caused me to choke, is because I was laughing. Just as I took a sip of coffee, it went down the wrong way. Anyways, I ended up.
Yeah.
That was scary because I've never.
I think I've cracked ribs from laughing too much, but.
Yeah.
I need to be careful if I'm drinking something when I laugh, because it immediately comes down.
Yeah, squirting out the nose. Nothing more embarrassing than that. Yeah. So
then it becomes pasteurized.
okay.
Where's the crickets? Where's the cricket sound?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, there you go.
That's what you need. Yeah, that's a better sound effect. Yeah.
Wow. I kid you not. The only thing I can account for is, well, I think she just upped the ante on our show, but still so many people in here. There just must not be any. Well, wait a minute. Is Monday Night Football? Well, nobody's watching. Does anybody watch Monday Night Football anymore?
No, I watched the Broncos play, and I wish I hadn't done that.
Yeah, from what I heard, it wasn't. You know, if I'd gone to see the game, I think I'd have asked for a refund. You know,
Is that on Gridiron?
Yeah. American football, different than Australian football. See, here's my theory: if we took Aussie football players and American football players and made the Americans play under the Aussie rules, they'd all go screaming and crying to their mommies.
Yeah.
You know, because well, even the Palms go screaming and crying to their mommies when they have to play Australian rules. You know.
Yeah.
So
I'd agree because I've watched both NFL and AFL for the last 40 years, and believe me, AFL is a tough sport.
Yeah. Aussie football rule or Aussie rules football is just like I said, American football players, they wear all that padding and you know
we do the same thing without the padding.
Yes.
Well, yeah, and your guys stay on the field. Your guys stay on the field the whole time, whereas, they take the first, the second, the third, fourth string, whatever, and they get breaks and exactly. They've got we got to have a timeout. They get to breathe every 5 seconds. That's why it takes so damn long to watch football because if they only make it. Every 10 yards was a new first down, it's just. But
Australians go really hard with our sports. I guess it's not football.
All right, guys.
Rugby?
Do what? I'm sorry.
Rugby. It's not football, but
that's pretty tough, too.
Eldest brother used to play rugby, and he broke his broken nose.
Ow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, if he broke it twice, maybe it put it back in place.
Yeah.
But I fractured my cheekbone here once, or broke it.
Ow.
In the most entertaining way possible.
Bravo. Well done. That's for next week's show.
I was going to say, yeah.
Hold that story.
I'm scared to ask. Yeah. Yeah. I do want to recommend everybody if you want to see a more enlightened drone show.
Yeah, real drone
that talks about a real drone show, not this circus that I got going on here.
Yeah.
Excluding her, she's the only good spot. She's the only good one in the show here. I'm giving her a break this week.
And you won't hear a short guy talking about jewelry.
The necklace.
Oh, yes.
The pearls. Yeah, there we go. Okay. But anyways, go to Drone Nation, which has starts in about a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So, Susan, I apologize. I can't. He's my co-host, but I can't really control him. So it's just, he's sort of like Ken Heron. Once he gets a joke going, you got to let him go, otherwise he keeps it all bottled up, and it's like
let it all out.
Yeah, gotta let it out.
About actual drones.
Boy, was she surprised about the anklet.
Anklet.
Art's got a foot fetish.
Oh my God, Art, you're killing me here.
And Ron is like,
poor girl's not going to come back.
Oh, sure she will.
She'll never be back on this show. She's like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
Sunday night.
I was going to say, consider Uncle Bill can, his shows get pretty rough. It's like I watched this like last night. For some reason, I was just really addicted to watching his show. I couldn't believe I stayed on and watched the whole damn thing. It's like, matter of fact, when he said goodbye, and he's just like, he just froze and like, oh hell, it's over. I didn't even realize I'm still talking in the chat and nobody's typing back. Like, what the hell? How'd that happen? You know, it's just like he just stopped on the perfect moment of like, I'm thinking, okay, he's falling because he looked like he was falling asleep, and I thought he's falling asleep, you know, and it's like no, he was about to. I think he did. There's a couple times. Well, Dominic looked like he was sleeping last night too in the show. And apparently he was looking down at his camera. Yeah, he looked like.
Yeah.
I thought, well, he's going to start snoring any minute. So, anyways, I want to thank everybody who was on the panel tonight. I want to thank everybody who watched this show tonight. And if you haven't subscribed to me, well, please just don't unsubscribe from me. How about that?
Am I subscribed?
Well, I don't know. You need to check.
Well,
yeah, it's a Grumpy Vlogger.
I set her channel up, so you should be subscribed. If not,
okay. Well, yeah.
Because it's good. I've listened.
Oh yeah, Mark. Mark White
links.
Yeah, I've been sending her links to various shows that I think.
Oh, have you? Okay,
So
good.
I'm pretty
good.
sure I've listened to yours.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've sent Uncle Bill's. I've sent this. I've sent Arts. I've also sent the Saturday morning catch up with the famous Matt.
With Matt, yeah. I keep forgetting it. Thank you, Joe. And like I said, I want to thank everybody who came in the show. And like I said, go watch Ron Brown's show, Drone Nation. Especially if you want to learn something about the Envato, because I'm sure that. Well, thank you, Susan. I appreciate you. I'm glad you had a good show. Enjoyed the show. And I'm not even going to do the timer thing because it's 8:02. His show started. I'm just going to end it here, but I'm going to say what I always say. Be kind. Treat each other better than you would treat yourselves. Remember, everybody matters, even crazy old goats like me. God bless. God help the U.S. of A., Canada, and Australia, because we all need it. And don't forget the keep in mind the people that have been affected by Hurricane Ian or Ian or whatever the hell his name was. Ian, yeah. So don't forget those people. And I'm going to say bye-bye for now. I am the Grumpy Vlogger, and we are out of here.
Okay.
And